How's it hanging, fellas? I'm OrosZ, and this is another episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, and in today's episode we are cross-examining my waifu, best girl in the whole game so far. Yes, that's another one. Angel Star. She's a former detective, as we found out, and now she's a lunch lady, and she gives out delicious food. And I don't even know what the fuck to say. Incidentally, the knife which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's. Wasn't it? Indeed it was. It's my murder weapon. I never got to use it. What an odd case this is. The person you saw, you are sure it was the defendant? I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I am certain it was her. She's telling the truth or doomed. Let's just do what we can, even if we don't have any proof. We can always nitpick. I fucking love nitpicking. I should be a video game reviewer. I was thinking of that, like, when I started the channel, that I would like to do reviews at some point, but, man, I'm willing to forgive so much bullshit and love a game just because it has some stuff that I really like in games, but overall it's a piece of garbage. And I think I would be a very awful reviewer. I would give shitty games high scores and really good games low scores. Just because some fucking game, I don't know, pissed me off, wasted my fucking time, and it was long, but objectively it was an amazing fucking game, high budget, beautiful story, brilliant gameplay, but I was just like, why is this fucking game so long? I hate this one thing about it, this game sucks ass. Like, I would probably give Horizon 2 Forbidden West a low score, because playing that game made me feel like it's a fucking chore. You know, I wasn't enjoying playing that game, to be honest. I was just like, man, this is one of those games that I'm not really interested in playing. I just do because I felt like I want to get it out of the fucking way. I'm not fucking enjoying myself. But it's a good game. It looks beautiful. It plays great. It plays like the first game. The first game I did beat all of it, but... And I meant to play this one. And I even meant to do Let's Plays of Horizon Zero Dawn and the DLC to it. I think it was called Frozen Lands, Frozen Wastes, something like that. But when I fucking played it and I realized that, oh, this is a sequel and the story continues from the last game, and I was like, it's been years since I played the last game. I don't fucking remember what the fuck happened in it. The story wasn't very gripping. Only fucking character I remembered was Aloy. She's the main character, so you should remember her. I couldn't even remember. I remember a single other character other than Aloy. The only other I remembered was her dad. And I felt like Horizon Zero Dawn was a great game, but overall not something that I would come back to unless I had to do the Let's Play. I remember it kicked my ass in many moments, and it really fucking frustrated me sometimes. Also, that was one of the very few games that I played before I started this channel on PS4. So if I started my channel a bit earlier, I would have probably recorded a video of me playing that game. But now I don't have any videos of Horizon Zero Dawn. I do have a video of Horizon Forbidden West though. I'm not sure if it's on the channel, I think it is though. And also what? Oh yeah, there's a Horizon TV show they're making, which makes sense. And the other TV show is a God of War TV show. Those are the two TV shows that I mentioned earlier in some previous episode that I forgot about. They're making a Gravity Rush movie, which is great. I imagine it's gonna be made by some anime studio, and it's gonna be awesome. They're making a Patapon TV show, like I said so many times, that I have no idea how the fuck they're gonna do. All I know is that it's in 3D. It's a 3D animated show. And they're making a Horizon TV show, which I'm probably not gonna watch, because I'll be honest with you, it's not like the series engaged me that much. And they're making a God of War TV show, but from what I've heard, the God of War TV show is gonna be based on the Nordic saga. So it's like, why are we beginning at this point in Kratos' life? It almost feels like the fucking new God of War games might as well it just feels kind of odd because we had the Greek saga consisted of like 6 fucking games. There was a lot of important shit happening. Kratos went through a lot of important stuff in those games. And now we're just fucking going over it like this doesn't fucking matter. Like all of this shit, all of these 6 fucking games, or 5 of them, I don't remember how many. They're not important, fuck them. Who cares? And it just feels wrong, you know? It's like there's some small nods here and there in the fucking new God of War games, but all of these games feel like just some kind of like strange, obscure prequels that you play if you really fucking enjoyed God of War 2018 and you want to know more about Kratos. There's probably plenty of people that play these new God of War games and fucking absolutely love this character in the series, and they probably never played the Greek games, because like you don't fucking need to play them. You get the idea just from this game that Kratos went through a lot of shit and he killed all of the Greek gods, including Zeus, which is his father, so he basically killed his own father, and a bunch of other shit. But they forget the fact that, you know, he had to find his brother, he died so many fucking times, he became the God of War, lost that title, he became a god, then lost it, went to hell like fucking 3 times in a row or some shit, killed his wife and daughter, had to kill his brother, I think, some other fucking people he killed, lots of fucking people, he killed so many fucking people. But in New Testament, and you know, a lot of important fucking shit happened, so it just feels strange that this new game came out and it's all explained with some, like, I don't know, 1 or 2 lines about, oh, you know, I've troubled past shit. What can I say? Maybe the problem I have with it is that this is a new story. It's like a new saga for Kratos. So you don't have to fucking know the previous one to follow this one, and it just feels strange, you know? Because it feels like you don't really get any, like, more... Like, if you did play the PS2 games and the Greek Saga games, and then you go to play the Nordic Saga games, which consists of only 2 games, I guess. That's kind of disappointing, but... You know, the amount of time it takes for AAA games to be developed, we would never fucking see the end of the Nordic Saga if it actually was supposed to be 6 games, just like the previous saga was. Because back then, games were cheaper to make, and they came out faster. And nowadays we wait fucking 10 years for a Grand Theft Auto sequel, even though that took so long because they were milking the fuck out of Grand Theft Auto Online. But you know what, I wish I was more into Grand Theft Auto Online, because the DLCs they keep adding to the game do seem fucking fun. But if I were to try them out, I would have to probably spend a lot of my own money on the fucking shark cards just to enjoy it, which means I wouldn't be enjoying it, so that sucks. And yeah, I mean, I like the fucking new God of War games. I did play the 2018 one. I still haven't played Ragnarok, even though it's sitting on my shelf. But I've been on such a huge fucking Yakuza binge recently. And the 8th one's coming out, and it's looking like a huge fucking game that's gonna take fucking ages to beat. That honestly, I don't know if I'm ever gonna fucking get around to that fucking God of War Ragnarok. Maybe once I'm done with Yakuza 8. But then I wanted to play Lost Judgment. It's like, fucking hell. Am I ever gonna get through with this fucking series? By the time I'm done with these 2 games, a new fucking Yakuza game is probably gonna come out. But this new testimony clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you are a biased witness. Might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie. Rookie. I'll have you know I handled 5 trials, unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. I'll fry you like a fritter, crisp on the outside, chewy on the inside. She looks cute making that face. That was inspiring. I believe that I heard the tagline elsewhere. You could try plagiarism. I may be relegated to the lower post of lunch lady, but my instincts are all honed. Photograph? You took this? Shit, it looks good. You even got it in focus, look at that. And she's wearing a bloody coat. That's fucking great. The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snap, I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunchboxes is rigged with a camera. I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck. Hey, where's that thing around her neck? Is that like a little octopus? Or is that like a sausage that's cut up to look like an octopus? I remember I made those sausages though as a kid, where you take a sausage, you cut it up in half, and then you kind of cut halfway through and make like a, so it kind of opens up to the outside, and then you fry it, and it just kind of fries up and starts curling up, and it looks like little octopuses, and it's cute. Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now? I could show it to you, a prosecutor think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs. Well, this is most certainly the defendant. I was thinking... No, that's a stupid thing, I'm not gonna fucking say that. Crime photo added to the court record. Uh-oh, this is unmistakably Lana's guy. So what was the defendant doing at the time? Edgeworth's got his fucking job cut out for him, what an asshole. I'm the one struggling. Any odd details about this? Fuck, I don't know, the blood on the coat looks a bit sus. Maybe that's something that I gotta point out at some point. Moment of the crime was photographed by Angel Starr. Chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Tell me more about this knife that was suspect of carrying. Well, I'd say the blade was about 4 inches long. I can tell that I know 4 inches when I see him. Isn't that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It's your knife after all. You got 4 inches. Huh. Yeah, that's about right. How much is 4 inches anyway? Like, if I were to show it with my hand. I don't fucking know. Prosecutors are by nature well versed in the location of man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my eggs out priced. Can testify to her ability to kill an egg, a person. Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor. Calling Mr. Goodman a chicken. The defendant was holding a knife. What then? Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Tell the court, why didn't she try to stop this crime? Why didn't she raise the knife to strike her? You did see her raise the knife to strike, no? How the fuck did I read that in a completely different fucking way? Am I going insane? I'm making shit up at this point. The defense has a point. I got 1 point. Unfortunately, by the time I realized that what was going on, it was already too late. Too late. Yes, the next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down a murder weapon. I see. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it. Said that before. Anything else? Scientifically speaking, Mr. Starr's testimony is flawless. Sounds pretty fatal to me. What do we do? Is that it? Is my sister guilty? Yeah, I think you gotta just accept the fact that your sister is a filthy murderer, and you're gonna live all by yourself alone. Too fucking bad. I tried, but I'm not a miracle maker, okay? What if that's actually it? What if this... Because, like, the fucking last trial was all about... It was like... It felt definitively like the end. We had a whole ending, we said goodbye to Maya, and then out of nowhere all these fucking new characters show up and we have one more fucking chapter for some reason. What if this is the chapter where I'm meant to lose the trial? And the person I'm defending actually is guilty? That'd be crazy, because it's like, you can't have a flawless fucking record, I guess. Just keep our heads cool and press with the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panicking makes me sleepy. Don't smile like that. You piece of shit. Am I holding her on the same fucking thing twice? How did you know? Yeah, I think she's repeating herself. Alright, I gotta actually find something that contradicts. When I sense something, perhaps it was my finely honed detective intuition at work. Well, I could contradict it with it being bullshit. Are her tits bigger than Mia's? I think not. But they're definitely better looking. I'll give her that much. For the what? Now, you know, maybe I shouldn't talk about my Tyrion tits now. Through the wired face, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to the garish car. The fuck does garish mean? It's like a color, like a shade of red. I don't know, should I say like, oh, you couldn't fucking see her, you bitch? Chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Right hand. So her right hand looks normal here. Something gonna happen if I fucking do it now? No need to push this again. What's wrong? You look like I do during finals. Fuck, I thought maybe the little glimpses of the fucking call she had after she killed Goodman would have some kind of a clue. Assessment. Doesn't say anything about the murder. Why is it just one page? It's so short and brief. The previous fucking... what is it called? Autopsy reports were like at least 3 pages long. Blue Badger, that's it. Record of parking in the prosecutor's office lot. Edgeworth's knife, the murder weapon. I'll be honest with you, none of this shit seems like it matters to me. I mean, her hand looks wounded, I guess. When you witness this, some guy stabbed the victim with the knife. As I've already said, yes. Whoa, what the fuck? Salmon Tuero. Comes with like, what is that? I don't know, it looks so fucking good. I'm sure this is a fine lunch. Isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. It's the photograph he took the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Sky not holding a knife? Because it's in Goodman. It's his chest. It's a very easy thing to contradict. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Objection, I guess. That had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth. Well, you know, I'm not feeling it today. I don't care. It was still stronger than you ever feeble mind, Mr. Wright. What an asshole. I think he got back. I think he perked up, you know? Just like Phoenix said before. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing. You can tell by the blood. Phoenix, you fucking dug your own grave. I mean, I thought it was something about her right hand being strange looking. That maybe she couldn't use her right hand to you know, fucking kill him. How can you tell that? Blood splatter. What blood splatter? Maybe she's on her period, we don't know. See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat? Maybe she's a messy eater. And it's just ketchup. It's a black and white photograph. Yeah, what the fuck? Why is it in black and white? What fucking year does this game take place in? She couldn't take a colorful fucking photograph? Now that I think about it, I think all the photographs in this fucking game were black and white. I think the photographs that Laura took in the previous trial were also in black and white. What the fuck is that about? Yeah, what? I only just now realized it. It's not like the game takes place in like fucking 2007 or something. So what the fuck is this about? It's hard to tell, but this could be blood. Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. No problem, except you. Mr. Wright, are you going to just sit there and take that kind of abuse? Look, I'm into it. Got a better idea? No problem. I don't give a shit. Well, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. I think, namely that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime. Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies. Oh, okay. That's it. If you ran out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. Man, the lunches she gives out make me fucking hungry. Good advice, I'm not sure I understand it, but good advice. I don't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was cold, calculating like a robot. She looks fucking deranged in this picture. Like I said, Goodman looks like he's dead already. He looks, I don't know, like he was in on it, like he wanted to fucking die or some shit. He wanted to kill himself. So he came here and just accepted his fate. 4-inch. Looks big in her hand. She's wearing a coat over her outfit. Who the fuck does that? She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder. Premeditated? How the fuck you know that? She meditated before? Look at the chief prosecutor's hand in this photograph. Well, are those gloves? Surgical gloves made of thin rubber most likely. Why would she have these on? How can you tell from a black and white picture that it's fucking surgical gloves? That's not premeditated, she would not be wearing these gloves. Man, I'm getting fucked up in this trial. These gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation. Premeditated murder, a serious offense. Witness, add this to your testimony. Second, cross-examine it. The murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it. They weren't rubber. What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves, just like driving gloves? That's fucking weak, Phoenix. The fuck wears driving gloves? For real, I don't think I ever seen anybody wear driving gloves. It's some fucking bullshit. Gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves that the kind used for autopsies. In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make. Maybe she came there to do a fucking surgery or some shit. Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime. Man, I got nothing. Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Star. This is bad. She's got them thinking this was all planned. Maybe it was. I think I'm starting to think too that my client is guilty. She can prove this claim. The trial's already over. Got to think of a way to show that this wasn't premeditated. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. Sit there before anything else. Alright, shut up. Somehow I always knew a day like this would come. Blah blah blah. Some person was finally throughout the wire fence. Where it was planned. The rubber gloves prove it. Taken by whatever. The murder was planned. I think. How can the murder be planned if the knife was in Edgeworth's toolbox? How did she know about the knife in his toolbox? Witness, do you know what this is? Are you trying to test me? I sell box lunches for a living, you know? That's a knife. The knife. That's the cool thing about English. You have the. It's kind of a thing in Germanic languages because English actually originates from German. And just like German features a lot of different types of duh, but English only has duh. It's a very strange word, a very strange sound, but it's a nice sound to kind of highlight the subject. English is overall a very fucking well put together language, very easy, I'd say. That's why it's the universal language. Also due to, you know, the British colonizing half the fucking world. But that's fucking not important. Because even countries that didn't get colonized by the English still learn English nowadays. Because it's just an easy language. Even though a lot of people say, I can't say that myself, but a lot of people claim that Spanish is actually much easier. I think Spanish is also... Well, I think Spanish is more of a Latin language. But it has some Germanic influences. I don't fucking know. I'm not some kind of language expert. Knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Indeed, it was my knife. I did it. I killed him. What's with this case? Defense is the chief prosecutor from the district, right? Mommy, I prosecuted bad people? That's fucking right. Who the fuck took their kid to a trial? Who are these people anyway? Are trials just an open thing you can fucking come and see? You can just fucking hang out and be like, oh shit. You can bet if they're guilty or not. The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony. What's that, rookie? In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned this murder, and that's why she was wearing these special gloves. Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing, the murder weapon? Oh, I got her. Fuck. Feel bad about it though, because I love her. Love her, but I hate her, you know? Difficult relationship. This knife just happened to be in the trunk of the car. I mean, I have a fucking machete in my car, I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. Maybe she wanted to strangle him to death wearing gloves. And now the lunch boxes. She dropped them. Order, order, order. Great. Now the tide is turning in our favor. Finally. I see some hope. Great show, Mr. Wright and Sisters. Good at 3. Fuck yeah. Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. I'd love to. I don't know how it tastes. It sounds delicious though. Hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over by such a trifling detail. This shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory. But I put the knife in my trunk on purpose so she could kill him. That's right, it was all planned. The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. I don't give a fuck. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Skye, murdered a detective with a knife. That's the only thing the prosecution needs to prove, nothing else. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing... I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again. Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. How dare you? My powers of deductions are not to be underestimated. Really now? Well, shit. I love her so much, she's great, I love her. That guy intended to murder Detective Goodman. Stabbed him fucking 100 times. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. Again and again, but he died from a singular stab wound, you fucking lunch lady. Loss of blood from a chest wound. doesn't say anything about a single one, but... Oh, never mind, there is a single stab wound was found. Ah, fuck. I've already saw a contradiction, shit. The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. Does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it? No, these words are nothing alike. So I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy? I don't know. Have a plan to kill everyone you meet. Remember that quote? In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness. I used to have thoughts about how many times in a day I get the opportunity to kill someone. But I'm not some fucking insane psychopath. I'm obviously not gonna kill anyone, but I have opportunities throughout the day to do it. Especially at work, I have a lot of tools I could fucking kill someone with. I don't know, a bunch of knives or hammers. Just could fucking go crazy and start fucking attacking people. I'm not fucking crazy though, I'm not gonna do it. Anyway, see you fellas in the next episode, bye.